Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be giving a first-time reaction to the English singer Joe Cocker. We're going to be checking out a performance of the song with a little help from my friends, and I think the version matters very much to a lot of the fans out there. This is not Woodstock. We're going to be checking out the Mad Dogs and Englishmen performance. Apparently there is a lot of back and forth as to which version is the best, and since I'm listening to Joe for the first time, I really have no skin in this game, but I'm very curious to hear what his sound is like. But before we jump into this, a massive thank you goes to Simon for making this reaction request and for bringing a new artist in Joe Cocker to the channel. Now, let's jump into it. Kind of looks like Russell Brand. Very grandiose, just simple, boom, boom. It looked like he was drumming for a second. Seems like he's conducting.
What would you do if I said, how did you? Would you stand up and walk out?
He's got some rasp in his voice.
Lend your ear that I sing you a song. I will try not to sing out of key. Oh, baby, I'm back. Oh, my name is my buddy line.
Dude, this is like
I
soulful.
shall not get halfway. I'm gonna let it go, my friend.
Wow, what a full sound from Joe, from the choir, and all of the instrumentation just blasting on those three chords. It feels like everything is conspiring together to create all of that intensity we feel in those moments. But so far, Joe, he has the kind of voice that, you know, it feels like it's naturally raspy, so I feel like he's going to be the perfect candidate to do, like, you know, your heavy rock screams and your metal screams. And we're only 2 minutes deep. Jesus.
What do I do if my love is away?
A great tempo to this.
How do I feel at the end of the day?
There's a lot of space between the drum hits.
Living yesterday. Gonna get by with my and we just keep on getting higher.
It's like he's priming the backing vocals with his intensity.
Then I'm gonna raise it for my friend.
The call and response is just fully in. Wow, dude, it's like blues, rock, and soul all in one.
All I need is somebody knows just where I'm going. Nobody knows what I'm doing. Oh, baby.
I love the hits into this chorus. You could do this chorus 10 more times. I don't think it's getting old.
Then I'll let them go, my friend. such that happens all the time.
I love this feel. It is so relaxing here. It's like we get this moment of reprieve from the intensity, because we know that once Joe starts to light up, the entire soundscape is going to be 50 decibels louder for about a minute or so until we return again, maybe to a somber section. So I do like this sort of sudden drop, because now that we've kind of understood the pattern, I feel like we're going to have more of those moments again. So let's see what happens.
I don't see too much, but I'm sure
It's like a discontinuous jump. That surge of energy comes from him, and it just lights the room on fire. I love how physically expressive he is. Oh, we have to hear that again. I love that. I am such a fan of like harsh vocals, metal vocals, and like hearing what he's doing there. It's almost like he never fully closes his vocal folds, so he doesn't get that full closure, which makes it sound like the scream that he's giving is a little bit airier, a bit more hollow, not the same as a vocal fry or fry scream, where you can hear that vocal fry rumbling in the lows. His voice, there's almost more clarity and wind in the middle of that note. And so as he screams through it, and he's like, it's almost like a scream howl is the way I want to put it. But he's like pushing more air through, and you can like hear the cracks in his voice too. I just love all of these very human characteristics when it comes to the scream. Satisfying. I love that. Yeah, put him into any metal group, he'll be fine. So far, I feel like I haven't processed everything. This is so intense in a great way. Oh man, I love that this performance, like as I'm hearing it, it feels so iconic. Even at the beginning, like somehow the way that the audience were clapping, I was like, no, those cheers, that preemptive energy that they're bringing, that had to have been spurred from something that they've been doing right on that stage. And if what we're hearing with a little help from my friends is any sort of inclination as to what else was going on there, it makes sense. This is like rock magic, but it's not just rock, it's blues, it's soul, it's so chock full of energy. Maybe we need to listen to more Joe Cocker. This is fun. Audience shot, you can just hear it. See, he's getting into it. Wow. Let's live in this moment forever. almost like 1,000 wailing voices, but they're not wailing in pain. It's more at peace, is how it feels.
Gonna stand right where
This section takes you away, doesn't it?
gonna get found in the heartbreak. Stand the road again. Roll together forever. Let you down. There's no other
Oh my god, this come up is about to be crazy. You can hear the guitar popping off, but it sounds quieter somehow. They're digging into it. Oh man.
Thank you all very much.
Okay. I had nothing I could say for like the last 3 minutes there. That was just such a crazy rush. I was not ready at all for that. Like, I thought things were fading out. That's the direction I thought we might go. And that was quickly turned around. The intensity of that last section with where we were to then where we became, like, it just grew. And it was like gradual and then all at once. And then the tempo started to pick up. And that was such an insanely smart decision because there are many levers that you can kind of turn to increase the intensity of a song. Volume tends to be one of them. Let's say the harshness of your vocals can be another. Increasing the tempo is a great way to do that. It creates this sense of urgency. It's one of the reasons why if you're in the grocery store, for example, they will play different, faster kinds of music when you're at the cash register versus when you're leisurely strolling through the store. You'll have lower BPM music. There's, connections to our physiology and straight up tempo and rhythm. And it's just interesting in the context here of this, what seems to be larger than life song where everyone's collective energy is being funneled into this experience. And, when, imagine the S&P 500, to move that thing up and down, if we were in a normal market, would take so much financial work. And, maybe you increase a 0.05% on Monday and then decrease by 0.04 on Tuesday. And like, that's what you might expect with large pools of capital. But now in the world, right, everything is so volatile, and the S&P rises 10% in one day. God, why did I get lost down that tangent? Something about growing intensity, right? God, what was it? What was I talking about? It must have been interesting if I started talking about the stock market. Let me pause it and I'll let me think on it. All right, so I remember what I was trying to get at is because there is so much crowd and they have so much collective energy to move their energy needle up and like really have an impact. You have to have some force behind you, and I feel like Joe at the helm, he had all of that power within him innately, and he was able to spur everybody else into action. And that kind of compounding effect is only possible when just an ocean of humans decides, hey, this is the moment that we are all going to just create magic, and then you move the needle 10%. With the markets these days, it's not really magic that's doing it. It's it's a version of magic just called manipulation. Yeah, love this performance. I definitely would be interested in checking out the Woodstock version of this song. So, if there are other Joe Cocker clips or songs or whatever's out there, you can feel free to request a reaction and send them my way using the first link in the description box below. But thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.